friends. Hi, I'm Leah Fireheart. This is the Fire Kitchen. We are back from the holidays, or whatever. I mean, I guess I streamed Monday, but like it just kind of feels like that was like the one time in between. Anyway, whatever. Life has been lifin' lately. Has life been lifin' for anyone else? I feel like life has really been doing the life thing lately. Um, oh, sorry, didn't mean to do that. Okay. We're good. We're fine. We're professional streamers. Hang on a second. I was watching hold on a second. Let me hold on. I'm going to hold on. This is a person that I don't get to see very often because they're in Australia. And so don't really usually get to see Lyra live. So our time zones just don't usually match up very well. And so Lyra is currently streaming. And I was excited to see that. So I was like, wait. I was like, when I went to post my Go Live messages in some other friends' Discords where I usually go post, I was like, wait, what? Lyra's live? And then I went to Lyra's channel and I was like, wait, I'm not following Lyra? How is that possible? For those of you who hang out with Fatal A or Jimbity Bim Bim, you will note Lyra's frequent presence, but doesn't usually stream at a time when I can pop in and say hi. So I was excited to see them live. Which is why, and that's not why I was late, but it was why the timer ran out and I was like distracted. Anyway, I was late because life, just life. I had to shower and I didn't notice until like 10:10. And I was like, okay, fine. Well, we'll just do that then. If we're late, we're late. It's not that big of a damn deal. Nobody's keeping time based on my stream. It's not like anyone is waiting for me to have lunch or anything. I mean, wait, that didn't, I don't know, whatever. That made sense in my head, but it didn't probably make sense to anyone else. It's fine. Okay, let me hold on a second here. Um Let me say hello to some friendos who came in and said hello. Okay. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Well, apparently I've had Lumia open like all night, and so I'm scrolling up too far. Noob, hi, hello, good morning. Brigitte, hi, hello, good morning. I already said good morning to you, but whatever. Um, and Grog, hi, hello, good morning. I definitely said good morning to you. Nether, hello, hi, happy new year to you as well. Lassie, happy new year, hi, hello. Good to see ya. Um, Leah was late. Now I'm going to be late to spin class. Spin class? I'm so jealous. I want to go to spin class. It seems like all of the spin studios around me though, they closed during the pandemic and they just never reopened. So like you can go to a spin class at like a gym, but like anywhere else there's like one studio, and it's random because I live in a major metropolitan area, so you would think there would be more, but there are not. Um so yes, Lyra's not here. If you want to go say hi to Lyra, you got to go to Lyra's stream. But Lyra's live, so you should go say hi to Lyra. I mean, I'm not saying don't watch me, but like I was really excited. I was talking about how I was really excited to see Lyra live because I don't usually get to catch Lyra. In fact, I apparently never get to catch Lyra because I was not following Lyra, which is random because I've known Lyra for like 3 years. Anyway, and I don't think they stream like regularly, like on a schedule. I could be wrong about that. Um, yes. So the life that has been lifing lately is that Grog was not feeling well on Tuesday. I didn't plan on streaming Wednesday because it's the new year, you know. And then today, I don't know that what we really have to do is A, going to take very long, and B, going to be that scintillating, but here we are. We're here. We're doing stuff. It'll be good. It'll be fun. Um okay. So, um how was everyone's holidays? If you celebrate, how was Christmas? If I didn't see you after Christmas, how was the New Year? Does anyone have so it's okay to not have goals or resolutions or to do any sort of self-reflection surrounding the changing of a calendar, which is significant for some and not for others. It is sometimes for me, and it sometimes isn't. And this year feels like an is for me. It's okay if it isn't for you. Everyone's different. But I have thoughts. I have thoughts, and we're going to talk about my thoughts because this is my stream and I can do whatever the hell I want. Holidays were nice, best in years. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that, Nether. I'm so glad to hear that. I'm glad that went nicely for you. Ours were very chill. Both of them were very chill. New Year's because it was sort of like an enforced chill, but not that we had any like plans really. We played a lot of Marvel Rivals yesterday. We played like 4 hours straight of Marvel Rivals, which was sort of funny because I don't usually play quite that much of that game, but it was good. It was fun. Fortnite, yes. Marvel Rivals, no. But it is fun. It's a fun game, and I'm enjoying it. I'm still not great at it, but that's okay. I don't have to be great at everything I enjoy. Guess what? First of all, what are we doing today? What are we doing today? We're doing some random chores. I have here that we bought before Christmas a big jar of peanuts. And I wanted to try making my own peanut butter, which as it turns out is pretty easy. And of course is newly important because we think what poisoned the dog before Christmas was bad peanut butter. So we're going to try making some of our own and maybe not poison the dog. And then we need to make some more vodka. We're not making vodka on stream. I'm sorry if that's disappointing to anyone. No, we're taking this cheap Svedka vodka, which I gather is, I don't know, from like Wisconsin or someplace. I looked it up at one point. It's not Russian. And making some more vanilla extract. We did this last, which I was surprised to see, but we did this last in June of 2023. So this bottle, this big bottle, lasted me about 18 months, which is not bad, actually. Lassie says, I have no resolution. I am too powerful for resolution. I believe that, Lassie. Briggs says, sucking at something you enjoy is one of those pure joys. Lassie says, Leah also lies. Leah is better than Flats at Marvel Rivals. What's a Flats? Right. So we're gonna do vanilla. We're gonna do vanilla vodka. We're gonna do vanilla extract, and we're gonna do peanut butter. And the other thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna we're gonna clean the kitchen. So, I have like random shit that's like hanging out around here for like no reason except for the fact that like I just didn't put it away. Random stuff, presents from people and crap. I also, I don't remember when we did this. Might have been last spring sometime. I can't remember when it was. Pulled everything out of the baking cabinet and reorganized it. And like, that's actually been working great. But like, even the best system requires a little bit of maintenance. And so we're going to do a little bit of maintenance of that today. It's just, I pulled out so many things so quickly over the course of the holidays when I was streaming and making cookies and doing all the sorts of things that it's gotten a little jumbled in there. So we're going to fix that. Breath, hi, hello. Breath says making peanut butter or any tree nut butter is super easy. Just need time and patience. Yeah, and a food processor. So I'm gonna toast some nuts. I'm gonna grind some nuts, and we're gonna put it in a. Why is that on? We're gonna put it in a container, and then it's gonna be done. So that should be pretty simple. Defestify. Okay, that's actually really good. We're gonna defestify the kitchen. Thank you, Brigitte. That's perfect. Also, I realized that I have a shit ton of potatoes. Why do I have a shit ton of potatoes? I have so many potatoes right now. There are so many potatoes in my house. I am full of potatoes. So if anybody has a favorite potato recipe, drop it on me. Lassie says Flats is a Marvel Rivals dude that made my gaming news for getting 210 kill streak with Hulk. What? That's so many. potatoes, so you are making vodka. No, I could though. With as many potatoes as I have, I could make vodka. Grog says dairy-free potato soup. I I I do have. Let's hold on. What's this guy's actual name? There's an Instagrammer that I follow. Let's see if I can find him quickly. There's an Instagrammer that I follow who's like he's like a vegan guy, which like, I mean, we're not vegan obviously, but he is, and the reason that I like him is that he obviously doesn't cook with dairy, and so when it comes to something like a potato soup where it's usually got like some cream in it, it's easier for me to start with something that's vegan and work back than it is for me to what the hell is this guy's name? Hold on. Let me see if I can find which account I follow him on. That's a whole thing, isn't it? Why can't we search the people that we follow only? There are so many super sus vegans out there. This guy is not sus. He's very chill, he's very laid back, and he's not as far as I can tell, he's like not a dick. All right, hold on a second. Where is he? Why is this so hard? His name probably doesn't have vegan in it, which is probably why I'm not finding him. Gosh dang it all to heck. Where are you? Have you posted anything lately? Are you in my stories that I can just scroll? Because I just follow too many friggin' people. Where is this dude? No, but Chapel Roan is. That's fun. Hold on. I think I've used one of his recipes on stream before. Let me just quickly. Oh, no, stop that. Dirtle says, how many potatoes exactly do you have in your house? I only know 2 of them. Hi, Dirtle. Hello. Yeah, Lassie kind of already did that. You totally did. And then I don't know how I ended up with so many potatoes. I feel like we maybe went and bought potatoes, and then I had ordered potatoes already because I wanted potatoes. And so now we have just like a shit ton of potatoes. I feel like we probably maybe have like close to 10 pounds of potatoes. I think it was 2 5-pound bags. 10 pounds of potatoes is a lot of potatoes, you all. It's a lot of potatoes. Brick says you could do those sliced potato stacks. Those just look like a lot of work. I mean, yes, but also a lot of work. Jane, hi. Hello. Hi, Jane. Hi. You could try Polish latkes or pierogi. I have made pierogi on stream before. I've actually also made latkes. I don't know if latkes are I don't know that I've made specifically Polish ones, but I have made latkes. Opting out says doing a geek cosplay today and starting with a lurk. Also, hi, lurk. Hi, opting out. Good to see you. Jane says I have one vegan Instagrammer I like. Is it a black guy with dreads? Because that's the guy. I'm like, this is like peak ADHD right now. I'm so distracted. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go down here. I'm gonna scroll all the way down to the bottom of my website, and I'm gonna search vegan, and we're gonna see if maybe we can find him. Nope. Veggie quinoa bowl? That looks promising. That looks promising. Make it dairy free. No, that's not it. Strawberry kale salad. That's not it. Whipped minestrone soup. Thai burgers. Pepito pesto. Pierogi. It's not it. Shit. How do I find this guy? Ugh. Veganizer? That's not the guy. That's definitely not it. But I will look him up and follow him because that, I have nothing against vegans. Yeah, that's not it. But what? Or maybe Uh, yeah, that's not it. Mm, I don't know how to find them. Why is this so difficult? I'm just gonna have to like wait until he comes up in my feed because he made a potato. Okay, the reason is that he made a potato soup. Okay, fairly recently, and so now I'm like looking for his info. I'm just gonna have to like scroll through my entire feed and hope that maybe he's posted something in the last 24 hours. This sounds incredibly inefficient. And as far as I know, he's only on, I mean, I don't know, he's probably on TikTok too, because everybody's on TikTok. But like everybody but me is on TikTok. I am not on TikTok. I do no TikTokies. I don't even have the app. Where are you? Pretty sure it's just that there's no I know he's a vegan chef, but I know that I'm pretty sure that vegan is not in his name. Well, I'm just gonna have to look for that another day. So the problem is that, I'm not gonna make it today anyway, so it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. Um, Brett says latkes are traditionally Polish, how they travel and alter over time. Well, that's just the culinary world. Yes. Briggs says for something different but easy, slow cooked baked potatoes, lower heat for a long time, and they begin caramelizing, and you get nutty sweet flavor from them. I mean, yes, but like that's like a max of 2 potatoes. There's only 2 of us. I have 10 pounds of potatoes. Um, Gene says I'm always saving his recipes. Carne papas gorditas or tacos. That sounds pretty good too. Hi, perpetually exhausted. How are you? Good to see you. Durdle says where I'm from, there's a standard solution from when you have a lot of potatoes. Do you throw them at people? Is this the great Swedish? You're not Swedish, although you could pretend. You could probably do a fairly credible Swedish chef impersonation, and we would all believe that you were the Swedish chef. No, there's a traditionally Swiss tradition of throwing potatoes at people for the new year. Grog says neither am I. Jane says I'm not on TikTok. Mom, hi, hello, hi. Had to reboot as I had no chat. Inauspicious start, I suppose, but I'm an optimist. You had chat yesterday though. You popped in and said hello yesterday during my impromptu test stream. That wasn't actually testing anything on Twitch. We were trying to test something that test a new thing in Discord and it didn't work. Abby, hi. About to run some errands, but we'll be back later. Happy New Year. The horrors persist, but so must you. Indeed. Enjoy your errands. Stay safe. Stay healthy, and we will see you soon. Mom says latkes. Jane says potato enchiladas. Yum. Oh, we just make crusty. Of course you do. I could do that. That does use a lot of potatoes. Brett says homemade healthy potato chips. We could do potato chips. We could. Perpetually exhausted as a Wisconsinite, I'm realizing all my potato recipes include cheese. Yes, that is traditionally a problem with potato recipes. Potatoes and cheese are like this with each other. They're involved. They're in a situation. So a lot of things that have a lot of potatoes in them also have a lot of cheese in them. And that doesn't work for us, but that's okay. Like sometimes we can adjust and just leave it out. Sometimes we can't. Potato soup is one of those things that often has cheese in it or cream. So like the fact that there was a recipe that I found was potato chowder or something. I'll find it and we'll do that because I think that used like 6 potatoes and that's like a good number of potatoes for a recipe. Santa, hi, happy New Year. I was lurking in your stream yesterday, watching you play Blue Dragon. Can I get a shout out for Santa actually? Cause we haven't rated Santa in a while, just cause timing hasn't worked out. Potato butter. Turtle says, I love that Leah's immediate thought at what I hint at a solution for too many potatoes is that it has to be some sort of shenanigans. What? I mean, yeah. Duh. Perpetually Exhausted says, but fried cheese curds fried in potato batter are killer. Potato batter? Oh, it's like with potato starch? I do have potato starch, but I also have potatoes. Potatoes dripping with butter. Potatoes dripping with butter also works. Yeah, y'all should definitely. I mean, I think probably all of you are following Santa, but if you're not, Santa is one of the kindest humans that I've ever met. He's a tremendous gamer. And he has a really lovely community that is like loud and shenanigan-y like us, and they chat a lot, and it's a good place, and you should go hang out there because he's also live pretty reliably 3 days a week, 4 days a week. So, you know, always on. A good a good quality in a streamer. Um, Perpetually Exhausted says no, it's like between mashed potatoes and tater tots. So like rolled in shredded potato? I'm very intrigued by this. What else could we roll in shredded potato and fry? That sounds like fun. Like egg? I mean, not an egg, but I just mean like you could use egg to make the potato stick, right? Um Oh. Uh we could probably turn that off. All right, hold on a second. Give me a second. Uh Right. So we have things. So we have things to talk about. We have things to discuss. Stuff and shit to discuss. Wait, no. We talked about shit last week because of Chester. Um Fundraiser timer. That's on. Train. There we go. That's the one I need to turn off. Nice. Cool. Love that for me. Okay. Um let's see. So basically, loaded hash browns. It kind of sounds like so. Perpetually exhausted. So think a fried cheese curd, but the batter is potato based. I'm still baffled. We're gonna have to Google this. I think so that I can actually get potato fried cheese curds. Also, you live in Wisconsin. Can I ask you to do me an illegal? Given that I barely know you and you're like new here, can you just do something illegal for me? Um, Poutine poppers. Cheese stuffed potato bites. Does that sound promising? Um, Turtle says roll tomato and potato and fry it, and then you have a potato tomato frittata. Yeah, we're discussing potato. Dirtle says I have no idea if it would be good. I just wanted to say potato tomato frittata. You just wanted to make me say potato tomato frittata. Dirtle Birtle. Is this the good Unard Dog Cooks? That's it. That's the guy. That's the guy. That's the guy. Thank you, Jane. Okay, that's the guy. So I was right. So it doesn't have vegan in the name. But he just made potato soup. He just made corn chowder that has potatoes in it. But my recollection is that there's also a potato soup. Okay, now that I have him, let's open. Oh, that is his. Fucking hell. His damn blog is called Make It Dairy Free. I had him and I didn't even realize it. All right. Heck yeah. Thank you, Jane. I appreciate it. Are potato chips just potato jerky? I think they would have to be like, no, I think potato jerky would be like dehydrated potato, not like fried potato. It has to be chewy, right? I don't know if I could get down with potato jerky, if I'm honest. Like I don't know if that's gonna be a thing for me. You're welcome for my hyper 680. You found him though. You're such a genius. It's as if there's only like one, like two black men who are vegans on the internet. There's probably lots. I gotta be honest, actually. So let's talk about this real quick before we go into other things. I have been spending a lot of time on Threads lately just because it's amusing to me, and social media hasn't been amusing to me for a while, and so I'm kind of enjoying the Threads algorithm. As much as I like the concept of Blue Sky and how it's like an independent thing and like not tied to Meta and not, whatever. I love my friends, but I talk to my friends in other places. And so the most of the people who follow me and people who I follow on Blue Sky are friends, like actual friends, like people that I see on the regular. Whereas Threads has been interesting because it brings me into the orbit of a lot of new people. One of the things that's happened, and I don't know how, and I don't know if this is like an algorithm thing or if this is just a me thing or if this is the games that I play or what the hell is happening. I have found so very many friendly, supportive, eager to collaborate, eager to play together, just like super chill, fun looking, like helpful young black streamers, mostly black dudes. I think it's Marvel Rivals, mostly Marvel Rivals, partly Fortnite. I don't know what's happening in my life right now, but it seems like everybody that I'm enjoying chatting with over there is just kind of like, who's like mutually supportive, you know what I mean? Like willing to hop into a stream, willing to like maybe talk about playing together or whatever. And I don't know why, but it's working for me and I'm enjoying it. You can have smoked jerky, but I guess it's a form of dehydration. Santa's gonna go get coffee. Yeah, go get coffee. Mom says, isn't potato jerky just chewy potato chips? I think I prefer potato chips. Oh, what criminal activity? If it's shipping alcohol, it's impossible. I've tried. No! No! Yes, it's shipping alcohol. So, yeah, so I've done it, but it is quite difficult. So there's a distillery in Madison, Wisconsin that makes a sage-based gin. It's called State Line, and it's the best gin I've ever had. I have found other minimally acceptable gins. Ooh, potato curry. Ooh, Lassie's right. Yeah, Lassie's right. Lassie's right. Lassie is right. Hold on a second. Lassie's usually right, but Lassie is particularly right now. Remind me, potato curry. Because that sounds delicious. That would be a good thing to have. Dirtle says it's illegal to send alcohol via mail. Okay. For our European friends, the United States was founded by fucking Puritans who didn't believe in alcohol. We had prohibition in the 1920s. A lot of our states still are not particularly alcohol friendly. Not that this is necessarily a bad thing, but just that it means that it manifests in extraordinarily strange ways. One of which is the phenomenon of not being allowed to ship booze across state lines because alcohol sales are regulated by the states and not the federal government. So it means that sometimes you can get beer and wine. Most of the time you have to use distributors and or stores to get what you want. And hard liquor is nearly impossible. Let's see. Dirtles has waited 6 years ago. Oh yeah, potato curry would be yummy. Yes. Brett says you have to have a special permit for that, or you can get the company to ship it. No. You can't get the company to ship it either. So the deal is you have to find a distributor who is willing to ship it. And they have to have a relationship with a distributor in your state. So like to do it legally is basically impossible. Like unless you can like walk into a store and they can order it from a distributor, but we can't. We tried that. They don't distribute across state lines. So like even if I were to walk into our favorite liquor store in DC, who would totally special order for us anything they can get, they can't get that because they don't distribute outside of Wisconsin. Perpetually exhausted says, well, I'm in Madison. I might be able to do. I tried to ship a Costco case of New Glairs. Oh yeah, beer might be a little harder. The thing that I've gotten away with in terms of alcohol is, so I'll take the bottle like this and I'll wrap it up in like a big, like 3 inches of bubble wrap, um, and put it in a box, and tell them that it's glassware. Do you know what I mean? Like, and you can't ship it. I mean, you can ship it through the post office. I mean, you can ship it through the post. I mean, just, yeah, you can ship it post office, but I find that UPS or FedEx, they usually ask fewer questions. So you can just kind of like tell them it's glassware and they believe you, in my experience. Um, Grog says the Puritans believed in alcohol. The temperance movement did not. I just mean, no, I know, Grog, but like, yes, they banned Christmas. Yes. Yeah, put the Christ back in Christmas because the Puritans took it out. No, so the my point is that that uh, the United States has a long history of Christians misunderstanding what is good and useful for an entire country. Um, Jane says you inspired me in making breakfast potatoes. How much inspiration do you really require to make potatoes, Jane? As a curiosity. Ash, hi. Hello, Ash. How are you? Brett says time for the old rebottling in mouthwash bottles. I mean, what? That's not a military hack. I said nothing. You can't prove anything. You're right. DN me the. Oh, okay. I was kidding, but I mean, I really love this gin. I don't even know if they still make it, but I'll make myself a reminder, and we can at least explore the possibilities. And obviously, I would pay for everything, right? Like I would pay for the alcohol, I would pay for the shipping. Like you wouldn't have to like be out money or anything. Just hopefully that goes without saying. Goes without saying. And I'm definitely not talking about this on the internet where it can be proved that I am literally organizing a smuggling ring to get me gin from Wisconsin. Remind me, state line. That didn't happen. None of that happened. None of this happened. That remind me isn't there, and nobody knows what that means. Um, I would, I don't, I don't, I wouldn't drive to Wisconsin to get that gin, but I think it says something that I would drive to Ohio. I just don't like most gin, you guys, and the sage-based gin is like so good. It's so good. It's so good. I need like 4 of them. Yes, Operation Blue Tango, exactly. Remind me to remove all traces of smuggling activity. Thank you. Thank you, Dirtle. I appreciate that. I'll go in and delete it. Oh, Brigitte would like to treat Leah because apparently today is just Distract Leah Day. We have 3 things to do and we're not going to get any of them done, are we? It's fine. We don't really need to. Whatever. We can do that off stream. It's fine. So, Brigitte, because you are the treater, in question, what am I treating myself with here? We have blackjacks. I finished one of these already, by the way, in the week since I opened them at Christmas. I finished a whole roll of blackjacks. Pickled onion flavor cosmic corn snacks. Salt and vinegar Walker's squares. 1 or more Cadbury Heroes, which includes, I can't fucking read this. Hold on a second. Eclairs, fudge, Wispa, Dairy Milk, Crunchy Bits, Twirl, Dairy Milk Caramel, Dinky Decker, or a Twisted Cream Egg, or Kit Kats. Not salted caramel because we already tried that one. White peanut butter hazelnut classic. White peanut butter hazelnut or classic Kit Kat. Or a random assortment of pretzel and caramel M&Ms that I have up here. Brigitte says, I select Space Raiders followed by Dinky Decker to cleanse the palate. I don't think I agree to this, but I'm going to do it anyway because not only did you spend the channel points, you sent them to me. This sounds like a terrible idea. I think this is going to be disgusting. And here we go. Dinky Decker. There's a Dinky Decker. This doesn't close. Why doesn't this close? All right, hold on a second. This is like more candy than I've ever had in my house ever. Noob says, just as a check, how long has that Lego llama been there? I somehow never noticed it. Months? 6 months? Probably? So it was before September because I bought the pieces for it in May. It took like 6 weeks for the pieces to get to me. So yeah, probably June or July. Are blackjacks licorice? Because I used to work in a state prison and the blackjacks I know of were a type of melee weapon. So I'm confused by the name. They're the consistent, you know, Starburst, right? In the US, Starburst candies. They're the shape and consistency of a Starburst, but yes, they're black licorice flavored. Wait, Mom says, what did you think of the Japanese Kit Kat selection? World Market had several options, including a complete selection that was too big to fit in your stocking. I liked the salted caramel one. I thought it was good. I mean, it tastes like a Kit Kat. It wasn't like overly salted caramelly, but you know, it was good. I have plenty right now, but if in the future you are so inspired to send treats for Treat Leah, I would not say no. Okay. Particularly the weirder the better. So we're doing, what are we doing? Space Raiders? Is that what you said? Space Raiders. Okay. Are these grog friendly? Maize, sunflower oil, pickled onion flavor, maltodextrin, natural flavoring, dried onion, rice flour, citric acid, potassium chloride, salt, sugar, dried yeast extract, cayenne pepper extract, onion extract, ground white pepper, clove extract, dried potato, and salt. Do you want to try pickled onion corn snacks, Grog? Grog says no thank you. Mom says in the future that'll happen maybe for Valentine's Day. By that point, I might actually be out of snacks. They smell good. Should we look at them? They look like cheese puffs, except, oh my God. When they're not broken, they're in the shape of, wait, hold on. When they're not broken, they're in the shape of little space guys. They look like cheese puffs, though. Amazing. Fantastic. Love them. We'll eat the whole bag right now. Was I supposed to think these were disgusting, Brigitte? Because they're great. What? What? What even are your taste buds? They're delicious. They're so good. They're like, they're a little bit like salt and vinegar potato chips, but less salty. Like, they taste a little bit like pickly, but not like dill pickle, really. It's just sort of like pickled onion. Wait, are they literally pickled onion? They're literally pickled onion. They taste like pickled onions. But they're corn and crunchy. They're delicious. Was I not supposed to think these were delicious? Brigitte, of the things that you sent me last time, the things that I thought were most acceptable were the seaweed and the pickled cockles. It was way more acceptable than the bland baked beans and the terrible, terrible, terrible potted corned beef. Oh, I was just gonna toast them in a skillet. I suppose I should do that, huh? We should do something anyway. Not just stand here stuffing my face full of pickled onion aliens. I mean, I think they're great. I'll put those over here. Right. So here's how this works. We take 2 cups of peanuts. These are already roasted, but I'm going to heat them up because it'll help with the oil expression. So we're just going to retoast them, which is fine. They are unsalted, so we are going to be adding salt to the peanut butter. This one I'm just going to make for us. If it turns out it works out and we like it, then I'll make some more for Chester that's not salted. Oh wait, I should probably, hold on. I mean, toasting them in the oven would be like more hands off, but like I literally have one thing to do today, or like 2 things to do today, so we'll just do it in a pan. All right, so that's 1. And we're using 2 cups of peanuts to do this. You can kind of use as much as you want, but I think this is the limit of what's gonna actually fit nicely in my food processor. And I've never done this before, so we're gonna try that. Right, medium heat. And we're gonna have to like shaky shake them stat. But now I can go ahead and go back to snacking. These are delicious. They didn't really survive the mail very well. There's like some like pickled onion corn dust. Very crunchy. Why didn't I never... I mean, probably because I don't really eat things like this on the regular. I didn't try any of this stuff when we were in the UK. We tried the chocolate because we heard British chocolate's way better than American chocolate, and I didn't like it. Brigitte says, I tried my best to keep them intact, but they were likely smashed before I purchased them. Yeah. No, I mean, you did great. I mean, the fact that even one of them is, well, like 4 of them are actual Space Invaders. It was great. Mom says Brigitte always makes me happy. Not always. Sometimes she makes me scream and cry and roll my eyes. I'm not going to eat the pulverized dust. But those were amazing. Space Raiders, S tier. Salted caramel Kit Kat, A tier. Very good, just not salted caramelly enough. All right, I'm gonna have a glass of water because I have a suspicion these things aren't gonna go well together. All right, Dinky Decker contains egg, milk, barley, and soya. Who the fuck puts barley in candy? The hell is wrong with you people? It sure is dinky. It's a little tiny guy What's in this? It's like two different kinds of nougat with like Rice Krispies in it. Is that right? It tastes like vaguely sweet sawdust paste. It's not good. But also, I don't really like commercial chocolate. I don't like milk chocolate. We should have done that the other way around. Then I could have had the yummy Space Raiders as the palate cleanser for the yucky chocolate. Blech. All right. I can start to smell these, so let me set a timer. It's a miniature version of a double-decker. Mom says barley is no different than whey or potato starch or any other filler. Doesn't sound good. The ratios might not be doing it any favors. Yeah, but I don't. Also, hi Sambar. Hi, how are you? Happy New Year. I hope you are. I hope you are well. I haven't seen you in a while because Des has been off for a week and a half. The ratios might not be doing it any favors. Except that, frankly, Brigitte, I bought probably a dozen candy bars, like at M&S or someplace. No, it wasn't M&S. It was probably Tesco. That was like close to my house when we lived in London, and we tried them all at like 12 of them, and I wouldn't have chosen any of them. Like, I would rather eat, I don't know. What's wrong with the did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear the alert? But thank you, Des, for the resubscription. Why was that muted? That's so random. That's really weird. Okay. But also, hi Des, thank you. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Hi Des, thank you. Briggs says I guess their biggest problem is that they don't have the texture of a mollusk or taste like pickled onion licorice. Basically, yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Brett says I've noticed that most European chocolates use either marzipan or malt style chocolate, where here in America we use straight cacao or mixed with a dairy of some sort, so I don't know, it's not much of a comparison. That's just most countries I've tried from, specifically malt chocolate, like what you get from a Yoo-hoo drink. That's an interesting observation because I don't like those either. At all. Like I wouldn't drink it. Like if it were that or water, I'd take water. And like, so if it's like British chocolate, Cadbury chocolate, generally speaking, maybe we'll find one I like, because we've got a bunch of them to try. But for the most part, I don't. Well, and the other problem, of course, is that I'm not a milk chocolate person anyway. I don't like milk chocolate. I like minimum semi-sweet, usually 70 to 80% dark chocolate is where I'm at. So like that's like my taste profile. I like more bitterness. I won't eat Hershey's either, for what it's worth. um, okay, so I gotta shake. Shake. I don't want to burn these. No, they're getting a nice golden color though. They're getting a little toastier than they were. So yeah, weirdly, I don't know. I like Swiss chocolate is fine. I've had Swiss chocolate. Swiss chocolate is fine. But I wouldn't choose that either, mostly because it's mostly milk chocolate, like mostly not bittersweet. At least the ones that I've had. Presumably there are others, but Breast is same. I usually go for Lindt or dark truffles over anything light or milky. Yeah, I don't even like. I mean, and the fact of the matter is, we've talked about this before. I just don't eat that much candy. Although these, when these are on sale and I'm at CVS, I'll get these. I'll get M&Ms. I like so these are, it's a mix. There were 2 bags for 1. They were 2 for 1 purchase M&Ms, and so. This is a concept that other people are familiar with, Leah. You don't have to explain it. One bag was pretzel and 1 bag was caramel, and I dumped them all in my nuts jar. It says nuts. I don't know if you can see that it says nuts, but it says nuts on it. And with 3 exclamation points. And so that was going to be my treat, Leah, except that I didn't need to. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Let me get a. We're gonna do a little bakery trick here. Some of these still have their skins on them, and so I'm just gonna quickly grab them and put them on a towel, and we're just gonna kind of do this with them, just to see if we can get a little bit more of these skins off. I don't know if it'll work. It doesn't always, but like sometimes it does. Oh, dropping peanuts on the floor. Don't want that. Yeah, see, it is. It's working a little bit. So you just kind of like rub it. You like rub it off, like rub the skin off, and it kind of works. Although it's not like working tremendously well. This works really well with hazelnuts. I don't think I've actually ever tried it with peanuts, but like in theory, we should be able to get a little bit more of the skin off. Yeah, see? I mean, just the ones that are like really obviously skinny. Yeah, that's not really, like some of them are really stuck, but that's okay. Okay, so into the food processor with you. We're just going to pick it up this way so that we don't grab all the extra skin that we managed to get off in the first place. And like, because this was already toasted, technically we didn't really need to toast it again. But like, the fact that it's warm will, like I said, help with releasing the oil, which is what makes it nice and smooth. And actually, as it turns out, the timing is perfect because we have to go to a 3-minute ad break, which is not a bad thing because I've got to run the food processor for probably around 5 minutes. And this way you all won't have to be subjected to 5 minutes straight of food processing. Ash says I don't like chocolate bars or ice cream, but I love chocolate milk or pudding. Interesting. Des says I have coffee and headphones. Hi, Des. Hi, and thank you for the resubscription. I appreciate it. Brett says we have a handmade confections near me, so if I want real candies, I go and buy from them. But I only get like 6 to 8, so I'm not splurging and overeating. It's just a treat myself sort of deal, and they don't add extra sugar, or most candies would have like corn syrup. Neat. Noob says I've been checking out and trying to translate Dutch candy, and like 80% of it is licorice. I love licorice. I would probably love Dutch candy. Licorice is great. Licorice is my favorite. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to take a break. You all just hang tight, and we'll be back here for peanut butter. BRB. This is so awful. This is so awful. It's awful. I hate it. I hate this fight. I hate it. I hate all of you. I hate it. I hate this weapon. I hate everything. Ugh. I don't think the Minotaur has a dog, but if he has a dog, I hate it. Sfieri. Like that? Did I get it right? I tried. Okay, let me get some butter off of a butter stick. Ah, Grog is home. Give me like 2 minutes, you guys. Baby spinach. Baby spinach. In the big pot. Baby, 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 baby spinach. Yeah. Fuck off, you wanker! This sounds ridiculous if you've never seen it. Actually, if you have seen it, it's fairly ridiculous. But it's like, imagine the Cars movie and they're playing soccer and hitting the soccer ball with their side and their nose, and there's boosters and thrusters, and anyway. It's a very serious game. There are very serious players of Rocket League, but it is literally soccer with cars. And so now they've taken the cars from Rocket League. Heather could do the Elden Ring voice. I can't do that. Okay. Unfortunately, however, those were assless chaps. I can't even say it with a straight face, and I feel like you really need a straight face to do the Elden Ring voice. Gareki says I last saw her at a Movies restaurant after closing, but then the cops came and I have no idea where she went. The other thing that will keep them pretty well closed with, hey, watch this. Take that, Caesar. Hi, we're back. Okay, so as it turns out, this is probably one of those things that varies a lot by food processor, because it ran for about 2 minutes and then it really started looking like peanut butter. So I mean, that's pretty peanut buttery looking, right? Like, that looks like, doesn't that look like peanut butter? Looks like peanut butter to me. I mean, it's not like fully smooth, but I don't know that it's gonna be smooth. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's still a little bit, like, it's not chunky, but it's got a little bit of texture. Anyway. The recipe said 1 teaspoon of salt per cup of peanuts. So we're going to try that. I'm just going to start with 1 though. And I'm going to blend it in and I'm going to see what it tastes like, because I frequently find that I prefer less salt than most other people. So we'll just see if that's right or wrong. I am just gonna let it run for a little bit just because I want to see if it gets any smoother. Okay. And now let's taste it. Personally, I think that's actually plenty of salt. Rob, do you want to come taste this? Yeah. You'll have to tell me what you think about the salt level. I mean, I can taste the salt, which makes me think that like that's plenty of salt. But I'm not normal. Here. Wait, here, I'll just. Oh. Plenty of salt? Mm-hmm. Yeah. He doesn't like things any saltier than I do, but I feel like that's at least good corroboration. Also, I have a jar that just came out of the dishwasher. And so I'm going to use that to put this in. Right. So my mom was talking about a chocolate company in SLO. Two sisters in SLO started a chocolate company, and your father is addicted. It's like all 80%, and they add dried raspberries or oranges or sea salt or coffee beans. Your dad orders it by the box. 3 days before Christmas, he got 2 boxes, my mistake. Was addressed to someone else at our address. He called them thinking it might be someone's Christmas chocolate. They said that it was actually for their family, and he offered to overnight it. They were so grateful that he did it, they sent him a case. So, Dad has a case of chocolate right now? That sounds like a lot of chocolate. Uh-oh. It's drippy. Slightly drippy. The only trick, I think, is getting this into the jar. I feel like that's a little trickier than I would typically go. But it did say to use like an airtight thing. I'm also curious to see what this looks like in a jar so that I have a sense of like how long this would last us as peanut butter. Does that make sense? I'm sure it'll be less drippy as we as it cools down, because obviously because the peanuts were hot, and then running it through the food processor for 3 minutes or whatever also heats it up. It's like why the last hummus recipe I made on stream with chickpeas, you throw an ice cube in with it and it keeps it cool while it's running in the food processor. That was such a cool hack. I was like, now that's a hack. I'm not a big one for like kitchen hacks, but that was a good hack. Because then you can eat it right away and you don't have to refrigerate it. I mean, you do have to refrigerate it eventually, but like I just mean like, you can have it right away. Which usually you kind of have to like, refrigerate the hummus first because it's warm from the food processor. This couldn't have been easier. I should have been doing this for years. I think I got this food processor when we got married, and I don't understand why we've been buying peanut butter all these years, because this is delicious. You can customize it. If you're a sugar in peanut butter person, if you're a sugar in peanut butter household, you can put sugar in it. You can put cinnamon in it. You can put cocoa in it. I've heard lots of suggestions for mix-ins. You can put honey if you like honey peanut butter. Look at that. Okay, so that ended up being, just about a cup. That's about 8 ounces of peanut butter. Pretty cool. Brooke says he's come down with a case of the chocolates. He's got cocoa fever. So Grog thinks that's a pun. I don't know why. Ash says, oh yeah, I'm out of the holiday leftovers. I actually have to think about what to do for dinner again. Damn. Yeah, things Leah should have been doing for years for 1,000. Yeah. Maybe there's still hams on sale for cheap. Yum. And it did say you can keep this at room temperature, but I'm just going to stick it in the fridge. The idea of keeping it at room temperature is a little concerning to me, and I don't want to, so I'm going to put it in the fridge. We might end up having to like stir it or something later, but that's fine. That was so freaking fast. And yes, I have to wash the food processor, but I didn't have to go to the grocery store to get peanut butter. Exciting. I love it. All right. Now, I need vanilla beans, which are in here somewhere. Here. That's not enough. All right, well, that's okay. We can order more. As I was saying earlier in the stream, we discovered this morning that I made this vanilla extract that's in that bottle 18 months ago. So a bottle of vanilla extract this size lasts me approximately a year and a half. Good to know. Ash's break over. I'll try and listen while I work, but we'll see. Have a good day. Bye, Ash. Thanks for coming to say hi. I hope you have a good work day. We'll miss you. Good luck with your ham. I hope there are still cheap Christmas ones. All right, I need to take 3 tablespoons of vodka out of this bottle. One, 2, 3. I have no idea how much actual vodka that is. I'm not going to drink it now, obviously. And actually, I think what I might do, hold on. Give me a second. I think I might. This is slightly yellow tinged, and I don't know why, but it doesn't smell like anything, so it's fine. Let's do this so that I only have 2. It's funny how it has like the vanilla beans in it, but I'm not gonna like strain it out or anything. So that's, oops, vanilla extract, extra vanilla extract. And then I have, these are a little bit dry. I don't know that that's going to be a problem for vanilla extract, but 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So I'm like 6 short, but here's what I'm wondering. What I'm wondering is if I were to, like, could these be further extracted? I would think they could be. Also, like I feel like these were pretty dry to begin with. And now I'm kind of wondering if, for example, I were to, yeah, see? So now we've got vanilla paste. And that's pretty cool. But I'm just going to go ahead and make up for the fact that some of these are, there's not like enough vanilla beans. And I'm just going to pull them out of this one. I'm going to take the paste out of it and I'm going to throw them back in the jar, because why not? Vanilla paste cookie time. Yeah. Wait, Grog says chocolate ordered. What, really? He just ordered chocolate. Oh, and Mom offered to send some. Cat tried her best to spam chat. It wouldn't send because, oh, it was like it wasn't, it was like this is not a valid command. Now I'm like covered in paste and vanilla extract. This is fine. I didn't say that this wasn't going to be messy. Okay, that one is stuck. How do I... There. Also, hold on a second. I wonder if that vanilla paste is going to be good for anything, or if it's going to be just like fully extracted. Still smells very vanilla-y. I don't know. I think I might just go with it. Also, these are so dry that I'm just gonna I'm not gonna slit them. I'm just gonna kind of like puncture them. But I don't think that's going to be a problem for making vanilla extract. I think it will still work. Anyway, hi Mini Des, hi. So you guys, I should have done this like early on, but we were deep in shenaniganer mode. The charity stream that I was supposed to do on Tuesday, ended up going really well. They had set an initial goal of $200 for the whole thing. Now, here's the thing, and I will tell you guys a little secret. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody I said so. Don't clip this or anything, because I don't want to make anybody feel bad. I knew that for you all, $200 is rookie numbers. I knew that if I put up a goal of $50, if I put up a goal you know that when you search for something, you can delete everything after the question mark and it'll still work. So you can like shorten the URL. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't really like, for the most part, you can kind of use it interchangeably unless you don't want the specs. He may say something different, but like, in my experience, it pretty much works unless you don't want the specs. Anyway, so I knew that you all would hit something, like if I were to try to do something like divide it up by the amount of streamers who were doing the thing, which I think there were like 6 of us maybe, which would have been like, I don't know, like not even $50 a piece, trying to get, you know, everyone. Anyway, my point is, I knew that if I went to you guys with a $200 number for the entire thing, that would be made in about 10 minutes. We would have the balloon drop and then stream would be over. So I set a goal for just myself, just my portion of the stream for $200. And even though I didn't even stream because Grog got sick, y'all did it. y'all really did it. The entire thing ended up raising, I think, $585. We did get to, or $535, maybe it's $535. We did, between all y'all, hit, I think it was 365 or something. It was at least 300, but I think it was more than that. Anyway, so thank you, first of all, for donating so generously to the Jordan Porco Foundation for youth suicide prevention. What that means is that on Saturday, we are going to make good on all the rewards. So we had said that for every $25 donation, I'll spend 5 minutes playing Super Mario Sunshine with Dino Puppet Hands. For every $5 donation, I will put a shiny sticker on my face. And for every $100 donation, there's a Set the Menu redemption available, whether you all would like to set the menu yourself if you gave $100, or whether you would like to donate that to someone else. Either way is fine. If you don't have something specific that you would like made, then I'm sure someone else will have a suggestion. And then we're gonna do pop culture trivia with Brigitte. Oops, that one just went on the floor. We'll throw that one out. So that'll be fun. And then we will do a balloon drop, assuming I can figure it out. I started trying to do that this morning. That's actually why I was late. And so I'm sure we'll rig something up and it'll be fun. And even if it isn't, the balloons will fall regardless, even if everything falls on top of us. It was just the search thing. It was just the it's just a search thing. Not a big deal. Yes, well done. Exactly. Yeah, they have a lot of it's tracking cookies basically, saying who gets credit for the view. Brigitte is hyped for Saturday. I'm also hyped for Saturday. It's going to be fun. I am not a platforming queen. My love of Super Mario Sunshine dates to the days when I purchased for myself a GameCube. Because I think I saw someone play Super Mario Sunshine at a party, ? That one will not work. I don't remember where I found out about it. Obviously, I don't think Twitch existed yet. That was an echo that I don't understand why it existed. It's fine. Noob, thank you for the gifted subs. What the heck? I appreciate it. Thank you. To Belro and Dinner with Mom and Kazacorp and Burns and Perpetually Exhausted. That's a good list. I don't know who Kazacorp is, but everyone else, I know exactly who that is. That's so exciting. Got some Fortnite friends in there. And some new friends. I appreciate it. Yeah, I guess technically I didn't promote this year. I did last year. I didn't promote this Mom, thank you for the gifting a sub. Mercy, thank you for resubscribing. I appreciate it. Hi, you guys. What the heck? Just a random hype train while I'm blah blah yapping. Anyway, what I was saying is that so the thing is today is actually, I think, technically the last day of this, where Valorant, the video game, is giving out free gift subs for every 5 sub donation, I think. And so it's just an advertising thing for them. And in the past I have kind of put up a thing that reminds people that it's happening and stuff, but I knew I had the charity stream coming up and I wanted people to kind of focus on that. So that's why I didn't endeavor to, participate this year. But thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate you noticing and doing that. That's very nice of you. You didn't have to. Not all hype trains need to be special. Some can be vanilla hype trains. That looks disgusting, but it's just vanilla paste. So thank you for the subscriptions, guys. Mercy is working on getting CNA, certified nursing assistant. Oh, cool. Congratulations. That's exciting. We know a few of those. I have a cousin, in fact, who is, and it started out, I think, as a CNA, right? And then rapidly progressed through other positions. Isn't that how Michelle started out, or did she start out as a nurse? All right, so now we have this bottle of vodka that now has vanilla beans in it, that we will set aside for probably another 3 months or so. I may need to buy vanilla in the meantime, but that's okay. And yeah, that's pretty good. Valorant subbing ended today at midnight, almost 11 hours ago. It's all right. Well, whatever. It's fine. Cool. I know it said it was the second, but I didn't realize it was like already happened. But thank you. I still appreciate it. Noobs' vanilla is kind of weird looking. The first time my mom tried to use vanilla bean, she threw it out because she thought it was supposed to be yellow on the inside and it was spoiled. Why would it supposed to be yellow? Oh, because like vanilla ice cream is usually like custard colored. But that's like the egg yolk. That's not vanilla. Understandable. I don't remember the first time I tried to cook with vanilla. Although I did read, so at one point I was doing some fiction reading, especially for people who weren't like super who weren't cooks themselves, but were trying to write about people who cook, or about like there would be like recipes or something in the book, and I would check it for them. And one of the people was like, first you grind the vanilla bean. And I'm like, no. That's not how that works. Noob says it's pre-internet times. Yeah. So her brain went vanilla equals yellow, so not yellow equals spoiled. Yeah, understandable. Oh, Michelle started as a nurse. Diana is a CMA, as is Gina, certified medical assistant. CNA is very important work. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know why I thought Michelle started as a CNA, but she started as a nurse. Okay. Cool. Very cool. Yeah, but it is. It's very important work. A lot of medical, all of those medical type things, especially, until you get to like the point where you're, a doctor and in theory getting, paid the big bucks, are a lot of hard work for not a lot of money, and we need people to do it. Perpetually Exhausted wants to know if I was an everything on a waffle kid. I don't know what that means. Mercy says CNA means I can stop working in my hostile work environment and get paid 16 instead of 10. Hey, that's better. That's much better. That's better on all levels. So congratulations for going for that. I think mostly for waffles, I was probably just butter and maple syrup. I was a weird kid though, in that fake maple syrup, like maple syrup that's not actually maple syrup boiled from maple sap maple tree, not that kind, like if it's just like made of corn syrup or whatever it was made of back in the day. I would get, there was something about the chemistry of that just did not work for me. What just happened? Why did it make that noise? But why did it make that noise with the hype train completed? I'm so confused. Whatever, anyway, it's fine. Probably Lumia got an update and now it's all messed up again. It's fine. Let's see. No, Brigitte, no. It was a book that had correlating recipes. Oh, no. I did have a kid's cookbook though. I don't remember what it was called. Mercy, this is the only thing I dislike is I have to put my legal name, dead name, on a registry of CNAs. Oh no. That sucks. I'm sorry. They shouldn't make you do that. What emote did I get? I got the same one that Mercy did. Look. It's cute. It's a little froggy in a scarf. He's cute. I like strawberries and whipped cream on waffles. That's fair. I did. That's true. I mean, I feel like I would have probably liked anything on a waffle, like any normal like kid thing. I mean, I liked nuts. I liked syrup. I liked whipped cream. I liked fruit of all kinds. I think there would be, like, you wouldn't, like, anything that would normally come on a waffle, I can't imagine I would have objected to as a child, but it wasn't really a thing. It was kind of like just maple syrup and butter for the most part. Or maybe like, oh, you know what I will say? For whatever reason, I guess because I grew up in California, Knott's Berry Farm was one of our like purveyors of syrupy things that we could get. I don't know if they just don't make it anymore, if I don't buy it anymore, or if they don't have it in Virginia. I don't know if they just don't carry it, whatever. Anyway, boysenberry syrup. I used to really like boysenberry syrup. So like if we didn't have maple syrup, I wanted boysenberry syrup. That was the best kind. So I was probably a little bit of a strange kid. Um Waffle are near the bottom of things to make with a waffle maker. I've never made anything in a waffle maker besides waffles. Brigitte says, I'm sure you can make hash browns in a waffle maker. I'm sure you can. In fact, we could try it. I have hash browns in the freezer in addition to all the fucking potatoes that I bought. Okay, so we are progressing to the I need to go on the other side of the camera portion of today's broadcast. What the hell is going on with this thing? Did I hit that or is it just randomly falling? I think I need to like take this all down and like retighten everything. Because it was like that when I walked in here. Unless I hit it. Anyway. Let's see. Perpetually Exhausted says it was published in 2001, so it might have been a little after your book fair days. A little after, like, I graduated from college in 2000. So perhaps, yes. I'm flattered that you think I'm younger than I am, but but yes, some small bit after my book fair days. Mercy says, anyone know how to help house a small trans girl who's 6 feet tall and barely seeing physical effects of HRT? Lamau. Lassie says, don't make it per se, but waffle makers are great for reheating pizza. Interesting. Opting out says, can I have boysenberry syrup on my medium rare quinoa crepes? Poor Leah's fire mom. Hey, I liked perfectly normal stuff when I was a kid. In fact, I think in the ways in which I was high maintenance as a child, food just wasn't one of them. Like, I feel like I've always been a pretty easy eater. Like, I don't have like dietary like issues for the most part. I don't have a lot of things I don't like, or I certainly don't have a lot of things I don't like that my parents would eat, you know? Like sushi, right? I don't love sushi, but my parents never wanted to eat sushi, so it was okay. and opting out is unlurking for a bit. Mac and cheese waffles, that actually sounds really good. Smucker's boysenberry syrup was discontinued recently due to difficulty sourcing the fruit. Interesting. Briggs says, I would, but I live in a hobbit house and Gandalf is already in all the guest rooms. All the guest rooms? Gandalf? There's more than one Gandalf who's taking up all the guest rooms. Cinnamon roll waffles. That sounds delicious. Mercy says, okay, but Gandalf seems to be a great pick. We can still get it in California. Boysenberries are grown in California and Oregon. Yeah, I don't know that I've looked for it, but like on the other hand, like as often as we eat waffles, approximately once a year, I don't know that it makes sense for us to have boysenberry syrup. There, you can definitely get it on Amazon. Hold on, let me look on the Wegmans app because I'm curious. Because I really did love boysenberry syrup. That is a fair assessment. As a child, I would have been equally split between boysenberry and maple, probably. And boysenberry was easier and cheaper to get because obviously maple syrup is expensive and comes from the East Coast. And I couldn't eat the fake stuff because it made me randomly absolutely livid. I don't. As far as like emotional regulation goes, I'm a girl, right? Like we learn these things sort of just generally, ordinarily speaking, neurotypical girls are taught emotional regulation or learn it of their own volitions, however that happens, right? I I don't know why, but it used to just absolutely turn me into the biggest monster brat. And there was just something, I think, probably about the level of sugar in it or something. It just did not work for my metabolism. And so I really had to avoid things like Aunt Jemima, Mrs. Butterworth's, like whatever, like fake maple syrup. I just can't do it. I've never tried it as an adult. I don't know how it would feel now, but like I just remember as an adult, I just could not deal. I could not. Like my emotions just went like completely haywire. Um Brigitte says the joke is that Gandalf is tall. Okay. Haha. It's a joke, so I laugh. Yeah, I got it. Perpetually exhausted says cherry pie filling is so good on waffles. Is boysenberry syrup a condiment? It's here. It's that. Is it are you suggesting that you would like to send me condiment packets full of boysenberry syrup? I will accept that and only that as a condiment packet donation. If you can find boysenberry syrup in packets, I will accept it as a condiment donation. Waffle iron grilled cheese. Do you want syrup with your chin? I mean, you could just tell them it's syrup. Maybe they'd believe you. Can you get boysenberry syrup too? Do they grow boysenberries in Wisconsin? Mom says you were not a difficult child at all. You had your own ideas about things, but that was mostly okay, except when you complained that your socks hurt. I did used to complain that my socks hurt. Here's what's interesting about that. Very, 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 very extremely common in children with ADHD. Who knew? The sock thing is a real thing. And specifically the sock thing. Why the sock thing? I don't know. And no one would have ever guessed, right? Nobody would have ever known. Thank God for the internet, right? I was literally like, I was reading about some things the other day, and one of the things was like sensory issues surrounding socks. My socks were fine, and yet my feet just couldn't deal. Perpetually exhausted says the texture of fake has always made me uncomfy. No, real maple syrup. No, I have plenty of maple syrup, but thank you. We our grocery store is based in New York, and you can get New York maple syrup, and so it's not actually terribly expensive through Wegmans. I mean, it's still more expensive than the fake stuff, but like it's not like as excruciatingly expensive as it was growing up in California. Lassie says, look, there may have been a time when I had a waffle iron and not a stovetop, so you learned how to make things in waffle irons. This is good. Yeah, I didn't know it either. I didn't know it either until like a week or two ago. Like, but it was funny because I remember one of our very few issues as a child was that I would constantly complain that my socks hurt. There was nothing wrong with my socks. They were fine. It was just that, and I still kind of, you know what's weird is I still kind of have sensory issues around socks. Like my socks have to be a certain level of stretchy. Like if they're in any way difficult to get on or misshapen or like if they slide down under my heel or if they're too tight on my toes or if there's like little thready bits on the inside, you know, sometimes the inside of your socks where they sew the toe get little thready bits or something. I cannot deal. I just can't. Like if a pair of socks does that, they immediately go in the trash because I can't cope with it. Pretty low maintenance in general, but the sock thing, it's a thing. Okay. I am going to start pulling things out of I'm going to start pulling things out of the baking cabinet so that I can reorganize them. Okay. Okay. How do I want to do this? I think everything just needs to come out. I think it's just going to be easier if everything comes out. So we're just going to make everything come out. Maybe not these things. These things are probably fine. The wood chips and the smoker can stay in here, I think. But everything else needs to come out. So, sprinkles, cookie cutters, piping tips because I think some of these things, and the only reason is that I think some of these things are loose in here. So I want to make sure that I get them all like properly put away. Lassie says waffle iron quesadillas are not as good as stovetop, but waffle omelet is not bad. Never would have occurred to me to try to make an omelet in a waffle iron, but I bet you it would work. You can definitely get those like those automatic omelet makers. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're like waffle irons, except they make omelets. They're like half moon shaped, you know? It's like one of those single-use appliance things. I don't really buy stuff like that, but it was actually interesting because at one point over the holiday, I was looking at Facebook, looking at people's pictures and stuff of holiday things. And somebody on one of my Buy Nothing groups was giving away like 5 different single-use appliance things. And I have to admit, I was a little bit tempted. I was like, should I try to claim one of those and just see how it works? I'm kind of curious. And then I was like, no, Leah, don't do that. Even though I could like have just gotten one and then put it right back on Buy Nothing, but I was like, we don't need that. We don't need to create additional work for ourselves. Hold up, if you have a smoker, smoked potatoes are super good. I don't know if so. I don't want to pull it out because I don't have space, but it's like one of those little smoker guns with like the little amount of wood chips, and you just basically like do it, and you put a bowl on top of it, and it's more like for cocktails. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know if I could smoke a whole potato. It's not like I've got a smoker. It's like, it's just like one of the little guns. Mom says omelet maker, definitely not on a list of things I need. Pan works for me. I don't even make omelets anymore because Grog can't eat cheese. It's just like, if it doesn't have cheese in it, isn't it basically just like scrambled eggs? Okay, so I have all of these. So I know I have a couple of those that need to go in there. My big problem though is, hold on. My big problem though is, okay. I don't really know, like, these rings are not really cookie cutters, and I don't really know how to, okay, we're getting bogged down. Let's just, hold on. Let's just pile like with like. This isn't like a terrible, horrible thing. It's just real icing. Actually, that can probably go in here with the smoker because it's the same size as those jars. All right, and then mixer parts. I don't think mixer parts are just gonna go in there. That's fine. And then I have tiny spatulas. The tiny spatulas I think need to live in there. Cookie scoop can live in the same thing. Perpetually Exhausted does it on the Weber. I would love to have a barbecue, and I cannot, unfortunately. We live in a condo complex, essentially. It's technically a co-op, but nobody knows what that is, and so it's technically a co-op, but nobody knows what that is. So, oh, freaking hell. And so it's against the rules. It's against the bylaws to have any kind of barbecue tool. We're not allowed to have anything that barbecues. So we don't have one. Okay, so these are pastry rings that don't really actually fit anywhere. that bad. And I'm not really going to be getting rid of a whole bunch of stuff. I just need to reorganize it because it's just gotten a little bit out of control. Mom says make omelets without cheese. Your dad likes spinach and tomatoes in his. Grog doesn't like tomatoes. Grog, do you want omelets? You like omelets. Okay, well, we could try putting vegetables in omelets. And paper cases for cupcakes can stay in there. This is going to go back in the other room. I can't remember what I was doing with those, but I don't need them in there. Multiple size cookie scoops, but where's the other cookie scoop? Because the other cookie scoop is actually, there we go. That's the one that I actually use. Oops. And then all of the mini spatulas actually go in here too. It's just easier for me to find them if they're all in there. But the straight, those ones can stay in there. Okay. Dairy-free French omelet. I've never made a French omelet. I don't know that I don't know that it's like beyond me, but I've never done it. Why are there 5 of these? There's supposed to be 6 of these. Where's the other one? What did I use that for? The pastry, what do you call it? The pastry mold, the straight edge mold. I thought I had 6 of them, but I don't know where the other one is. Unless it's up there somewhere. It's kind of weird. Anyway, whatever. Okay, those big ones can stay in here. This and that and this can all go back in there. These can stay in here because I use those all the time. For things that aren't cutting cookies. This is the jelly mold that I don't necessarily need to keep in here. So this is going to go in the other room with the rest of the stuff. That needs to be washed before I deal with it. What do I have in my shoe? All right. At some point, I probably need to go through my cookie cutters, but I don't want to do that right now. However, last year, as you all will recall if you've been around here for a while, I set a goal for myself to use up as many sprinkles as possible. I largely succeeded. I got rid of a lot. However, I didn't get rid of all of them. And now, because I didn't buy sprinkles all year, all of these are minimum a year old and possibly more. Mom says I prefer bell peppers to tomatoes in my omelet. I prefer the texture. I saute the peppers and spinach lightly before putting them in the omelets. That sounds good. Perpetually exhausted says it's not too difficult. It's mainly timing. Mom says I don't salute vegetables. I read saute. I assumed you meant, yeah. I didn't even notice that wasn't what it said. I just read straight through it. Okay, wait. Lassie says waffle iron $30, stove $300. So there was once a time when $30 was doable, but stovetop was not. So waffle iron food it is, or food doesn't need cooking. Plus I got it at a garage sale, so it was like $5. Yes, I small appliances are one of the things that I think I would probably check thrift stores for first, because I feel like you get a lot of them there, and sometimes things like waffle irons are like brand new still in the box. Tips from Leah. All right, these are fine. Those are fine. These are fine. The sugars are all fine, because sugars don't really like go bad necessarily. These are all Christmas sprinkles. Given how powdery these ones are, I'm gonna guess that these are really very old, and I'm gonna toss them. Sugar, sugar, sugar. Those are kind of special. Sugar, sugar. These are new enough because I know where I bought them. More sugar. Also new enough because I know where I bought them. These are fine. These are fine. These are super old and I'm throwing them out. Those are fine. These are fine. These are fine. Cinnamon Red Hots I haven't used in years. We're going to throw those out. These are super old. These are super old. Why do I have... Okay, that's fine. Those are fine. These are fine. These are super old and gross. Except I think this jar is like refillable, so I'm going to keep it because I know where it came from. Okay. These are super old and I don't need them anymore. These were from Random Projects. The fact that I have a bent thrift store spoon is like hilarious, but it's a whole thing. Okay, when it comes right down to it, I don't use these Wilton colors ever. Like ever, ever. I use gel food coloring, but I use the ones that are like from a bottle. They're easier for me to manage because you can just take like a little squeeze out of them or use a toothpick. This is like fussy and I'm not going to use them, and it's time for me to accept that after a year of not using them. Luster Dust is fine. More food coloring goes in there. And then I have these little Loran oils. These ones I think I used for the candy making. Yeah, these ones are all fine. These were purchased within the last year. This goes with the mold. And then the happy birthday thing can go with the mold too. I'm gonna wash this before because it's got like sprinkle dust in it. In fact, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw all of this back in there, and I'm gonna wash it off stream because the sink is too full at the moment. But this is the stuff I'm keeping. It's, less. I think these are going to go in here and not in with the sprinkles. All right. Rusty! Hi, friend. Happy New Year. How are you? I was hanging out while you had a guest the other day. I don't know who that was. I had it on mute because I was in the middle of something. It's really good to see you. This is like a tool more than like a... Let me put this in here actually. With the other scrapey tools. And then these are going back. These all, weirdly enough, these things are all related to sprinkles. And I don't know how to explain that, but they are. We had to meet up with some locals. Had 17 of us meet up at Foxwoods. What? That's so exciting. So is this still any good? Like, how do I tell? Oh, some of them aren't even open. All right. Well, the ones that aren't open, I can probably give away on Buy Nothing, right? Probably. I don't even know where these came from. Yeah, that's really amazing. I've never done a local meetup. I mean, okay, well, that's not entirely true. There's one, so I've met Hippie. You know Hippie Wayfarer? Hippie and I exchanged Christmas cookies one year, a couple of years ago when I was first starting out. But since then I haven't really introduced myself to anyone. Okay, that one's open, so I'm gonna throw that one out. Because it's probably kind of dry. All right, bye, Lassie. Have fun at spin class. Sorry I made you late. Thanks for all the waffle iron ideas. I guess that's not open. Churney, hi. Hello. Slowly pulls self out of the lurk swamp. Why are you lurking in a swamp? Are you an ogre? Yeah, Hippie's a really nice guy. I enjoyed our little brief get together, but I've never done like a meetup. That would be fun. I mean, there's probably a bunch of people, right? Like there's probably a bunch of like local streamers. I never really looked into it. This'll work. Journey says, I just wanted to say, while I blearily sit here with my coffee, that your lovely presence is making it possible for me to get through the day without ending up in prison. So, thank you for being a casual inspiration to me and so many. To keep you out of prison? Journey, you must think I have no faith in you at all whatsoever. Do you really think that I think of you that if you decided to commit a crime that they would catch you? What? No, obviously not. You're way too creative for that. Perhaps they're a fan of biodiversity? What? Briggs says meet online people? You mean like be near them? Outside? Yes, yes, yes. Rusty says I set it up with like 3 different people, and then that last month I told everyone in stream where we were going, and then we had 17. There were only 5 planned. Oh my god! So was there really genuinely impromptu? That's so funny. I hope they were able to accommodate. That sounds fun though. Churney owns a lovely house in the Everglades. Oh, swamps are incredibly biodiverse. Oh yeah, because they have things like ogres and donkeys. And their best friend is a horse. No, a donkey. Turdy says, I mean, I met an online person and now I've lived with them for 3 years, so maybe I did it wrong. I got my first job, my first professional adult job. Like not so when I graduated, I went to work for my university, and then I moved home to California, and I had a couple of jobs that I did that were like temp jobs essentially, right? But my very first real adult office job that I got for myself that had no connection to my school whatsoever was as a result of someone that I knew from America Online. Ding. I am of the generation that got to do that first, luckily. Swamps, okay, more bogs also have iron, so then I can make swords. Yes, absolutely. And Brig probably knew that you used to live in Florida. I knew you used to live in Florida. Okay, I have to take another break. We've got to run a 3-minute ad. When we come back, we have a few more little things to do to sort out and figure out. So you all can enjoy Sleepy Chesters, who will probably also do just as good a job as keeping you out of prison as I would. And we'll be back in 3 minutes. Opting out has us all beat because he met his wife online before dating apps were properly a thing. That's 25, 24 years ago. Married for 19. I did not meet Grok online, but we kind of did because we met via meetup.com, which is like an in-person thing, but we met via meetup. Um, Jane says I met one of my best friends on the internet when I was 13. We finally met when I was 26, and we're still friends to this day. Sometimes it works out. It definitely does. Grog wants to know what Chester's dreaming of. Briggs says I just reconnected with an internet friend from like 15 years ago on LinkedIn because that's the kind of person I am now. A person who checks LinkedIn. I'm definitely not that kind of a person. Opting out says Chester's dreaming of being a swamp donkey. IRL Chester is also streaming. No, sleeping. I'm streaming. Chester sleeping. Chester has his own channel. It's Chester 247. You just watch him sleep, and that's it. Briggs says Chester's dreaming of getting the gingerbread man dunked into a glass of milk. But does Chester know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man! Hopefully those were varied enough in tone that y'all understood what I was doing. Because I understood what you were doing. I think I'm done though. I was gonna make chicken stock, and then I realized that while I have whole chickens, I don't actually have chicken bones. So I'm gonna have to wait until I roast a chicken to make chicken stock. And I have box stuff in the meantime. I just prefer making my own. So we'll do that. We'll do that on a different day. The other thing that I thought I might do is pull out all of the ingredients in the other baking cabinet. There's a baking cabinet up there too. That's like all just like tools and stuff, like tools and food coloring. And you guys just saw everything I just pulled out of the cabinet. That was the entire contents of the cabinet. And so that's, and so I didn't really need to like declutter it. I just kind of needed to like put things away where they belong. And it just was easier to just pull everything out and do it at once. But you guys can see, right? So I organized that for the first time on stream. And it's held up, right? Like, I'm really proud of me. I'm really proud of myself. I'm really proud of us. Because y'all hung with me while I did it. Cherney says one of my favorite Twitch streamer metas is streamers coming back to their stream set up to find their pet in their chair and asking how their stream is going and if they're winning their game. It's the cutest and I love them all the time. I have never seen that. The only time I ever came back to my chair was to find that Chester had licked my donut. I came back to my chair and Chester had licked my donut. So he was just like standing over there where, so you can see the lamp back there. The donut was sitting on that table back there. And I came back and Chester was hovering over my donut, having licked it. So Chester doesn't stream. Chester just is a thieving little wretch. Cherney says I found a bunch of short form videos with that. I love them. I mean, I could probably stage it, but I don't think he would do that just kind of like naturally. Although this morning when I woke up, so I actually ended up, Grog got up about 6:30 and I thought I was just gonna like get up right after that because I was pretty awake and I ended up falling back asleep for another hour. So, I came out to the living room, first thing this morning and I had my, my fuzzy white sweater. You guys have seen my fuzzy white sweater, right? My North Face, like polar fleece thing. I think it's North Face. It might be Patagonia. I don't remember. Anyway, whatever. It's like a fuzzy white fleecy thing. And Chester, of course, is a mostly black dog. So what is Chester's very favorite thing to sleep on? That sweater. So I came out and Chester was asleep on my sweater that I took off yesterday before I took him out to go for a walk because I can't actually fit the enormous sweater under my coat. Why am I telling you all this? He's set in his ways, Chester is. I don't know. I think it's probably just because I wear it a lot. Like it's the kind of thing that like if I'm feeling a little bit chilly on the sofa, rather than turn up the heat, I'll just go get that sweater and put it on. And so like I don't want to say I don't wash it a lot, but like most of the time I'll wear it for like an hour or two in the evening and then that's it. So I'll take it off and I'll go to bed. So I don't feel like I need to wash it. And so I feel like it probably smells a lot like me, and that's probably why he likes it, but I'm not sure. He's an old dog, and you know what they say, what old dogs think about new tricks. Briggs says old dogs think. Old dogs do think. Yes. I think that's where we're gonna call it. Because I do have like a whole bunch of like ingredients and stuff to mess with, but I kind of don't want to do it now. And so, and because I'm starting to get hungry for lunch, and I feel like we did enough today, and I'm good. I think I'm good. So, yeah. What are we calling it? Macaroni? Yes. Because I'm a Yankee Doodle dandy. A Yankee Doodle do or die. Is that right? The real life nephew of my Uncle Sam, born on the 4th of July. You guys, I don't know. All right. Um, let's do shout outs. Shout outs. Start with shout outs. Okay, first of all, thank you to Brig. I appreciate your presence here, especially in the immediate aftermath of your your first day back at work since the holidays, and I hope that it went well. Also, Jane, I hope your potatoes were good, and that you haven't turned into a potato yet, or maybe I do wish that you turned into a potato. I think being a potato would be really great until somebody tried to eat you. Des is currently still on a little bit of a break. She was supposed to come back yesterday, but that did not work out. And so it's going to be next Monday for probably Last of Us Part 2. So if you are looking forward to that as much as I am, drop Des a follow because we'd love to have you there. And when I say we, I'm not actually streaming with Des, but I am her mod, and so that's why I consider it to be my stream. So you should come. And then thank you to Grognard Gourmand for doing the single solitary dish that I left in the sink and making my lunch. I appreciate it. What else do we got? We got socials. If you are on Threads, Blue Sky, or you have not yet joined the Discord, you are welcome to do all of, yeah, Leah's taking over the streams one streamer at a time. Exactly. They're all my streams now. You just have to come because I said so. Yeah, Threads, Blue Sky, or Discord. There's been a lot of Marvel Rivals lately, a lot of Fortnite. Obviously, there's always a lot of Fortnite. A lot of Marvel Rivals on Threads. Some trying to post pictures of food and stuff on Blue Sky because I'm not really sure what to do with it. But yeah, and Instagram. So if you're in any of those places and you want to drop me a follow, you are welcome. Into the Leah-verse. Oh dear God. As for when I will be live again next, that is in fact tomorrow. We are going to be back there on the sofa. We are going to be playing a game called the Lamplighters League. I do have intentions of getting back into Outer Worlds at some point because I was having a good time with that. It is a very fun game. But Brigitte bought this game called the Lamplighters League for me for Christmas, and I'm obsessed. I deliberately put it down and walked away. I think it was on Christmas or maybe the day after Christmas. I can't remember which. And was like, I can't play this by myself. I never see anyone play this on stream. I don't think it did very well in terms of its launch. Like for some reason, I just feel like it's a turn-based, story-based RPG strategy kind of game. I don't know how to explain it. It's I would say more like it's more linear than Dragon Age Origins, but in terms of how it plays, it's a little bit similar. And it's Decopunk. It's like Art Deco, kind of steampunky, but later, right? So not Victorian. With a really interesting a really interesting set of characters, a nice mystery for a story. I am loving it. And so I at least want to play one stream, and if you guys are enjoying it, we might continue to play more. I'm going to start a new playthrough of it so that you guys can see the whole thing. So much fun. So much fun. I'm loving it. So we're going to do that. We are Leah Fireheart. Lower your firewalls and surrender your streams. Resistance is futile. Yes. All the streams belong to us. Is that even a meme people understand anymore? Lamplighters? No, oh, so you're familiar. Okay. Oh, Perpetually Exhausted says it's so fun. So maybe this is something that people ended up playing like on their own, but like didn't like, 'cause I feel like I feel like it's exactly the kind of thing that I would see a lot of my friends playing because it just seems like our vibe, and I didn't. So I don't know. And it came out within like the last year or two. So you would think that I would have been aware if people were playing it on stream, and I don't think they were. Um All your base is a long time ago. See, I knew opting out would get it because opting out is an ancient tentacled sea monster, just like me. So that's tomorrow at 4. Wow. That was just a little meandering path through Leah's brain. Imagine that. Saturday, we are going to be making good on our charity stream, incentive, redemption, whatevers. Because I did not get to stream on Tuesday because Grog wasn't feeling well, we are going to go ahead and do that Saturday at 2 p.m. We will kick it off with some Super Mario Sunshine. There will be Dino Puppet hands. There will be shiny star gem stickers on my face. There will be potentially, if anyone who gave $100 to the fundraiser, I know who you are, would like to set the menu, you can tell me what you want me to make on Saturday. I'm not going to make it on Saturday, but we'll schedule it after that. We'll talk about our Yuri on Ice Discord watch. We're going to watch Yuri on Ice because they made over $500 in the entire fundraiser. And then we're going to do pop culture trivia with Brigitte, where Brigitte asks me pop culture questions about the last year and I try to answer them probably incorrectly. It's going to be a good time. And we'll do a balloon drop sometime between 2 and the end of stream, whenever that ends up being. So that's what's happening this week. As for what's happening next week, I've got no friggin' idea. We've got so much stream between now and then. So show up tomorrow, show up Saturday, and we will see you. We will see you there, hopefully. Let's see if we can find somebody to raid. Hold on. Let's see who we've got. Who are where are folkies? I'm just gonna scroll and see if we can figure out who's... Oh, okay. All right. This is fun. All right. So this is what's probably gonna happen. Possibly gonna happen. We're gonna wait for a minute, actually. We're gonna wait for a minute. I know, the suspense. The problem is that somebody I'd like to raid just went live, and I don't know how just it is. It's pretty just. What am I humming? I think it's Star Wars. Was that Star Wars? I think it was Star Wars. It's not. What is it? I don't know. It might be a commercial. I don't know. Ask Grog. It's probably his fault. It's not a commercial. It's probably been used in a commercial. I don't know. Oh no, we're just, if we do this now, we're just gonna end up being dumped into ads, and I'm not feeling like waiting and wasting. Hold on. Let me just quickly, let me do this. Oh, let me close that so that I don't hear myself. Oh, okay. Well, I don't want to read this person either because they don't have a mic. I'm having problems. Does anyone know what Tales of Symphonia is? What's Tales of Symphonia? Is that fun? Was it Hall of the Mountain King? I don't think so. Tales of Symphonia rocks. Okay, so we're gonna raid a new friend. So this is a new friend. This is actually somebody that I met via Fortnite. But this is one of those people who is lovely and queer and has pronouns in their bio, and yet managed to meet them through Fortnite. She is, I think she. Now that I say that she's got pronouns in her bio, I don't actually know that. Because it's not the name is not immediately here. They them. They, thank you. I found it. Yeah, so they them. They're yeah, as I said, somebody that I met through a Fortnite streamer. But they are currently playing Tales of Symphonia. I don't know what this is, but I assume that they are going to they're going to be a cool place to hang out. And so let's go over there. Let me set up this raid. This is It's So Ray. Who I met through, if you guys know Botted, which is the same place that I essentially met Fox. So we're gonna branch out a little bit and see if we can meet more cool new friends. So they're playing Tales of Symphonia day 1. So if you're trying to avoid spoilers for this, then this shouldn't be a problem. Also, please don't do spoilers in their chat because this is their first playthrough. So no spoilers, including, hold on, let me read this. No spoilers, including leading comments like, oh man, here we go. Please let Sorey enjoy their first playthrough of the game. If they need help, they will say popsicle. So we even have a safe word. This is amazing. This is terrific. Okay, so yeah, let's go raid Sorey. Fun, new friend. So let's do that. Let's do this raid. Did I not get that? I didn't do that right. Hold on. Let me put this here, and then we're gonna try again because I think I put too many S's in it. ITSSOREI. Woohoo! Amazing. Love that for me. Okay. So, yeah, let's go see Sorey, and we will see you all back here hopefully tomorrow for Lamplighters League. I can't wait. I'm honestly so excited. I love this game so much. All right. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Have a great rest of your weekend if I don't see you. And hopefully we will catch you on Discord or somewhere else sometime very soon. Bye, guys.